Forgiveness frees your imagination to create your reality. This is Neville Goddard in 30 seconds. For many of us, forgiveness is one of the hardest things we will ever do. We may find it easy to forgive someone for a slight or an injury, if the offense against us is obvious, and how it can free your imagination from destructive patterns that keep you stuck in a reality you and want to live in. Let's get started with Neville. But what about when we've been wronged by someone close to us? A spouse, a friend, a child, a parent? He forgave him right away. The moment the son came back, he forgave him. That is why they went and celebrated. They knew that all was well because all was now forgiven. You feel the impulse to do these things, but you have a choice. But if you choose to assume your state of forgiveness, you will know that you are forgiven. But most of us do not realize we have this power. Most of us think we are victims of circumstance. We think we are victims of other people. The only thing we have is the present moment. The only thing we can change is the present moment. We are setting ourselves free from the chains of the past. We are setting ourselves free from the burden of guilt and shame. We are setting ourselves free to live in the present moment. I challenge you to live in the present moment. I challenge you to create your future. I challenge you to become the person you are meant to be. We are setting ourselves free to create our future. Your donations help to keep the channel running and producing new content every week. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a wonderful day. So let us live in the present moment. Let us enjoy the present moment. Let us be grateful for the present moment. We think that other people are controlling our lives and determining our fate. To forgive is an act of courage, not cowardice. When you forgive, you are showing the world that you are bigger than your problems. You are showing the world that you are in control of your emotions. You are showing the world that you are a master of your own destiny. But this is not true. We are the only ones who can control our own fate. They say that you should stand up for yourself and fight back. But this is not true. Forgiveness does not mean weakness. Forgiveness does not mean submission. Forgiveness does not mean that you are a victim. Forgiveness means that you are strong enough to let go of the past. Forgiveness means that you are wise enough to know that revenge is not the answer. Forgiveness means that you are compassionate enough to understand that everyone makes mistakes. Everyone hurts people unintentionally. Everyone has bad intentions sometimes. We are the only ones who can determine our own destiny. And you will feel the peace and the joy and the happiness and the love and the gratitude that come with forgiveness. You can choose to stay in that state of mind, or you can choose to assume your state of forgiveness. Forgiving another frees your imagination because imagination is the only power that can make good out of evil. What has forgiveness done for you? What has forgiveness freed your imagination to create in your life? Please share your story in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. We don't assume our state of anger, or resentment, or bitterness, or hatred, or vengeance. We assume our state of forgiveness. If we assume our state of forgiveness, we know we are free. But if we assume our state of anger and resentment, we know we are not free. The father had 2 sons. The younger son took his inheritance early, squandered it, became bankrupt, was miserable, hungry, homeless, and came back to his father. You must forgive not only others, but yourself as well. You see, we often hold ourselves back because of our own past mistakes, or our own past hurts. We beat ourselves up over the things we did or didn't do. We dwell on the mistakes we made. But we must learn to forgive ourselves. We must learn to let go of the past. We must learn to live in the present moment. And the father saw him in the distance and had compassion and ran to meet him. He fell on his neck and kissed him and brought him home. And the older brother was angry and would not go in until the father came out and pleaded with him. And then the father said to him, "Son, you are always with me, and all that is mine is yours." It was necessary, however, that we should celebrate and be glad, for your brother was dead and has come to life again. He was lost and is found. Notice the father's use of the present tense verb is he saying that the son was actually dead and has come to life again? Is he saying that the son was actually lost and is now found? No. He's using the present tense verb is to forgive the son. And the father is saying, it is necessary that we should be glad, for your brother was dead, but he is alive. He was lost, but he is found. The father uses his imagination to forgive his son in the present tense, not in the past tense. Only imagination can take that which is evil and wrong, and turn it into something good. It takes no effort to imagine evil, but to imagine good is a great deal more difficult. All evil is imagined icily, but all good is imagined with effort. The greater the evil, the more effort is required to imagine good. Therefore, the greatest effort is to forgive someone who has done you great harm. So forgiveness requires imagination, the imagination of good, the imagining of good where there is now only evil. How are we supposed to forgive them when their actions have caused us so much pain? In this episode, we're going to look at why forgiveness is so important, what forgiving someone really means. Forgiveness frees your imagination, and we see this principle illustrated in the parable of the prodigal son. You will notice also that Jesus says the father did not wait until the son got better or until he made restitution for what he had squandered. You see, the law of assumption teaches us that we assume our state of being. We assume our state of consciousness. We assume our state of forgiveness. Now, if someone has done something against you, you feel anger or resentment, or maybe you feel like you need to punish them, you need to control them, you need to bring them down or bring them to justice. If you choose to stay in the state of mind of anger, resentment, bitterness, hatred, vengeance, or revenge, you will stay in this state of mind until you forgive. You see, we all create our own worlds according to our own imaginations. So if you want to change your life, if you want to create a different reality for yourself, if you want to become free of the past, you must forgive. The past is gone. It is finished. It is over. It cannot be changed. It cannot be undone. When we forgive, we are setting ourselves free. Some people say that if you forgive, you are weak or you are a doormat. Forgiveness is a sign of strength, not weakness. I challenge you to forgive. I challenge you to let go of the past. Forgiveness frees your imagination to create your reality. This is Neville Goddard in 30 seconds. And now I have a question for you. If you enjoyed this episode and you would like to support the channel, please consider making a donation through the link in the description. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.